The power pack was put through there. We're getting ourselves organised. No, I don't. Oh, I think it was put in the top drawer. This is a problem when all of a sudden you've got drawers. I think it was put in that drawer there, maybe. Too much technology. Nick is going to come and join me, which is lovely. Janina's out doing evening chores. Our new horse is expected to arrive at 7:45 today, so that's very exciting. And it's been a busy old day. Oh my gosh, look.
Lights, camera, action.
That's very bright, darling. I will just be dazzled, you know.
Do you want to turn it down?
Well, it is a touch bright. That's a bit better.
Better?
Yeah, less of the startled rabbit look, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
You see when you flick that around, it does funny shadows.
I'm just trying to make it higher.
Okay. Is there any way that when you went in to see Carleen on Friday that you took a package in with you?
I took a bunch of packages in, but I think I brought them all back.
Do you know where they went?
I brought them all back down here. But, I mean, I could have inadvertently not picked up one of them or something.
Right, because I'm missing a package. Is that package on the bottom been opened?
What's the package? Goldy's Farm. From Martha. Is that it?
No. The other package, I actually know where the other package is, so I didn't bring it down because
You want to go get it?
it's in our entrance hallway. If you wouldn't mind, thank you very much. And that was the package that Grammy was looking for yesterday.
I'll go and get that.
Thank you very much. It's on that round table that belongs to Carleen.
Sorry, what kind of package is it?
It's in a polyurethane bag. It's grey. Thank you very much.
Goldy's Farm on it?
It does say Goldy's Farm on it. Honestly, this is chaos. Right, I'm going to do letters. And I'll speak up because I'm whispering again. I don't know why. So this card here came through from Houston, Texas on the 23rd of December. And now I've got it. So I have no idea what's going on. This does not help our erratic situation. Things appearing left, right and centre. And this, I would suggest, is from another family member, so I will not hold up the photos. I'll have to keep that for Carleen. Right, so I've got that. Then I have, no glasses, a Jan Gerhold letter. We love them. And the donkey. Can you hear that donkey noise? Not sure who that is actually. Thank you very much, Jan. Okay. In the early 1900s, Americans ate less than 5 pounds of ice cream per year. Now we consume more than 25 pounds per year. Yep, that's about right. Certainly in my house. The world's largest hamburger weighed over 2,000 pounds and had 16 pounds of bacon on it. Goodness, I wonder what they did with that. According to the office cleaning crews, the coffee pot handle has more germs on them than the toilet handle. Sounds lovely, delightful, good to know. Something to avoid, I think, somehow. Right, this is from the 24th of January, and it's from New York, and from Steve in New York. Did that without my glasses on. That was good, wasn't it? Oh, it's a lovely card. So I think that this is maybe a personal letter, a very nice personal letter. So I shall put that with the Christmas card from family. There we go. I'll not read it out because I'm good like that. Now this is from Martha. I think this is something we have also been looking for Carleen. Yes. Now, Martha very kindly sent these, and these are things to help Carleen with her walker. So, enormous carabiners. And let me just get this here. This is super. So this, I will open this because it's going to go straight into use once we get Carleen back. Which I'm hoping will be quite soon. So, I'm going to put that back here. Don't sit in the stabby thing, Nick.
What's that?
Little opener.
No, that's...
Oh, this is super. So what happens with this is it's got lots and lots of, what do you call that? Velcro. And it will hang on her walker frame or her wheelchair. And there's a cup holder. Ding, ding. There's a bit for all her doodads, because we know she's got lots of them. And it sits out in a beautiful rectangle. And look at all the pockets on the front. And we know Carleen appreciates a really good pocket. She does indeed. Excellent.
Well known for it.
She's well known for it. She is actually. Thank you very much, Martha. That was very kind. So we'll make sure that that gets over to her as soon as she gets here. This is the package that we were looking from yesterday, and this is from Gammy. Ta-da! Found it. Oh. Look. These are very helpful. Can you read that?
Mm-hmm.
Is it me? I've got a really big problem.
It doesn't really say anything. They look like pillowcases.
They are pillowcases. I presume these are for Carleen. Thank you very much. You can use them as mats as well.
They're like comfy, actually.
They do. They're quilted. Quilted. Quite lovely. Thank you very much. That's much appreciated.
And there was another one of these.
I know, which is super. That's going over into Carleen's house as well. So these have got zippers on the back, so they're easy to fill, which is actually very helpful. Because quite frankly, and you know how difficult it can be. There. Ta-da! So all things to keep in with Carleen. Now I need to go through this because you won't have the full. That's to go to Carleen's house as well.
Did you show her
So we've
what
got-
that was?
Yes, we know we've got one over there as well.
Okay.
So that's good.
I can't seem to get connected.
I know, because, you know, can I give you this, because otherwise I'll crinkle. The only way that we can find all the questions is this. I'll have to scroll right away.
Why can't I see
Because
it on
it
you?
just doesn't work. The only way you get all the questions on the phone while this is live is if you start the questions as soon as it goes live. You see, you'll only go up to there. Okay, so I've got way back here, way back with Hilda, who was saying hello.
Right, so the first one I've got says, "Oh, how lovely donkey noise."
No, that's, no, I'm not sure if Janine fell. If you saw her fall, then did Janine fall?
Yeah, I think she had some situation involving
Goats?
the Great Danes and a groundhog.
No, that was last night.
Was that last night? Yeah, or something. So
No,
yeah.
no, I'm not sure if she fell. If she fell, I certainly didn't see it. Maybe you've seen more than me because you can see the cameras and I can't. Oh, hold on, I'll go over this side. Janine's got a sore back.
Yeah, that's what she said. She's got a sore back.
Yes, but I don't think she fell.
No, I don't think she fell. No.
I think actually,
She twisted.
so I think actually what has happened is Carleen has flu. She tested positive for flu. Carleen has absolutely no symptoms. I think she's passed the symptoms on to Janine, unfortunately. So Janine's feeling very under the weather. I think you were saying that you're feeling a bit under the weather as well.
Sort of, yeah. I've been feeling a bit nauseous. I can't say I've got flu-like symptoms, but I've just been feeling a bit off.
Yeah, so Janine's not been feeling very well. And I think her joints are extremely sore. So yes, that's what's wrong with Janine. I don't think she fell though. I think it's more a case of she's just in agony actually.
As I find myself frequently at this age.
Yeah, I don't think this is age related with Janine. Today is Tuesday. Did I not say that? I hope I said that. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and you know what happens tomorrow morning?
On Wednesday, the generators test themselves.
No, darling. Early in the morning.
On Wednesday? I don't know. I'm lost. I'm not normally up early in the morning.
Exactly. Sophie has to be dropped off at school.
That's right. Yeah, that is right. Yeah. I remember that.
Very early in the morning.
I do it sometimes.
Yeah, the donkeys are very noisy at the moment. And Janine and I are about to go and chase the cameras up later on, once we finish here. Because we really need those cameras going. Okay. That's very clever, a clear ID pocket in case she gets lost. That's actually quite important, isn't it?
Well, like
For Carleen.
like with her address and phone number on it.
Please return this bear and a marmalade sandwich for under her hat. She'd quite like that, actually.
I haven't had a marmalade sandwich in a while.
I haven't had marmalade in a while.
Remember I used to make those dishes with...
Oh, this is another one of Nick's exquisite dishes. Go on then.
Yeah, I used to make this breakfast sandwich of... It was just 2 pieces of toasted white bread with bacon in it and a smearing of marmalade. Actually very nice. I discovered the recipe at the Royal and Albert Hotel in Manchester, which is next to the Lowry Museum, and I liked it, so I started making it. It's not, but Elizabeth didn't seem to like it. She'd always, along with my other unusual tastes in putting fruit in dishes that it probably should not be in. But
yeah, that was a stir fry, and you put tinned pears in it.
That's right. Yeah.
That's odd, Nick.
Yeah, I was experimenting.
Well, don't.
One to discover new worlds every now and again one must go out of sight of land, darling.
Oh, this was in
Yeah.
orbit.
Yeah, so
Did you like that?
I can't say. I don't remember making it more than once, so probably not. No.
That was awful.
But you know, it was just a little, I don't know,
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I don't think your ideas in the kitchen are that exciting.
But the marmalade sandwiches with bacon were nice.
Oh, you used to make a nice sandwich, and that was with the...
The brie and the, yeah.
This was a good sandwich.
What was in that again?
Cranberry
Cranberry and bacon, wasn't it?
and brie.
Yeah. On a focaccia roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
And
good.
it was grilled,
Mhm.
and the brie was bubbly, so everything was warm, and made it worth getting up in the morning actually,
Mhm.
and that was actually a very successful sandwich.
That's what we used to eat when I had the apartment.
Yeah,
remember?
exactly. It was very tasty.
Yeah. So I did. We'll have to try that again.
I know that would be fine.
The apartment, that is.
Oh, how we laugh! I was just telling Kate that you really like living on the farm.
I do like living on the farm, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It gives me a real something different to do at the end of the day, you know.
In the beginning of the day,
And beginning
in the middle of the day,
and all weekend.
In fact, it's totally changed the focus of your life.
Yeah, that's it. Well,
See?
I haven't tried the fluffer nutter yet, but I have rechristened Noodles the fluffer nutter because he's a nutter and he's fluffy, so he's now the fluffer nutter.
Yeah,
He's got another name amongst his many other names.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't you read there, because anybody skip out all these questions.
Yeah, right, well, you go ahead.
I'm good.
Okay, yeah.
So yes, Linda, I think that the cutters are the ones that went in on Friday that have maybe not made it back. So you need to go and look at that. Yeah. I don't know how did Harley and Angus get out?
Well, I presume because the stall door was open.
Or did you mean leave the stall door open?
Well, the stall door, the small stall door, was open in the barn, so inside. So
All right, so
presume
they've taken advantage of the situation. Really.
yes, I mean,
It's
can't
so
really
unlike
blame them
Angus.
for that.
No.
You know?
Oh dear, they're so naughty, those two. Well, you know, the thing is, Carleen, so they phoned on Sunday afternoon when we were on our way to go and pick up, drop off the mule in New Hampshire, and they said, just to let you know that Carleen's tested positive for flu. And we were like, oh, right. So then, obviously, Janine called her mum, and she said, oh, so you've got flu, are you okay? And she went, yeah, I wouldn't know it. So fortunately, she's not feeling any the worse for it, which is good. But we're all supposed to be wearing masks.
If we go in there.
Yes, she did get run over by a horse a couple of days ago. I think it was maybe about a week ago. But Janine bounces when she gets run over by horses. So this is more a joint issue. You know, her shoulders are aching, her back's aching, her hips and her knees are aching, and I think it's more a flu virus style issue that we've got, because she's normally quite flexible, and she does work too hard. Yeah, the cameras were off. It has been extremely windy here this morning, and I think everything just went a wee bit haywire. They're all back up now, so they should be fine, and the wind has dropped until tomorrow. And it was really bizarre because I left off bringing the goats and the horses out because every time we moved around the farm, branches kept dropping, and which the goats love because they absolutely adore the pine needles. But it was a bit like the dodgems, wasn't it?
I missed that. I was inside.
Oh.
No, I didn't see that.
It was a bit like the dodgems, dodged the tree branch. So I just went down and spent some time with the quarantine horses and the goats in the barn, and then eventually brought them out. So that was good. So they had, but then it was really weird because it was wild, the wind this morning, and then all of a sudden, middle of the afternoon, it just dropped and disappeared. So that was quite the relief. Yes. So Janine did set up a place to donate to save the donkey, the mule. That's the mule's not actually at auction. The mule's in a kill pen, and it's on Janine Jakes on Facebook. So it's on her personal site. I don't know whether or not anybody can bring that over. That's kind of like a bit beyond me. Are we able to link? Do you know how to link Janine's website to the Goldy's website? I'll have to work it out.
No, I mean we can just copy the link over to the donation.
I'll try and do that.
But,
Because what we want to do is she's they've taken the halter off, but she's got open sores. It was embedded in her face, so we want to get her in, and then we'll transport her up when we go to get the donkeys. So I'll try and do that. Marmalade is delicious. If Janine is sick, we've all got it, because we've all been in car. We all travel together, or like packs, don't we? We travel in cars together, and we're all lumped in together on a daily basis. So whatever one's got, we're all kind of come down with it, I'm afraid to say. New horses arriving at 7:45 as of the moment.
Is it coming straight here? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Good.
And it's really funny, because that horse that's coming up has been delivered by the same gentleman that delivered Aston Martin, who has just left and gone to his new home. And he was also delivered here. Yes, marmalade sandwiches under your hat are most definitely a Winnie the Pooh reference.
I thought it was a
Paddington Bear. It's Paddington Bear.
Paddington Bear reference.
Not Winnie the Pooh. Sorry.
Maybe Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh's honey.
He likes honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Paddington always travelled with marmalade sandwiches
Under his hat.
Just in case he got peckish.
Yes. On his way from Peru. I couldn't tell you about the flooring in the White House. I have not been in there today.
I don't think it's.
I
don't think they've started on that.
So I think we kind of revised the plan slightly. We've got all the components for the kitchen. They're in the trailer outside the White House, and given the fact that we're hoping to get Carleen home sooner rather than later, what we've asked the gentleman to focus on is the bathroom, because the one thing that we really need in place for her arrival is a functioning bathroom. Because let's face it, with the best will in the world, all Carleen needs to eat really is a microwave, because there's she'll not be doing much cooking at this precise moment in time. So the kitchen is one of the last things that we'll actually do. So we'll focus on the bathroom and then on the flooring, and then the kitchen will be the last thing to be tackled. Just in case we're able to accommodate Carleen sooner than we're currently expecting. So we want to be prepared. Everybody likes the sound of your sandwich, your marmalade one.
And it's really easy to make. So, I mean, if I can make it, there's your answer. I think, just 2 slices of toasted bread, slither of marmalade, and some grilled bacon, and you're away to the races.
I can't believe you've memorised that whole recipe.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. It's quite an achievement for me.
Yeah.
Somebody was commenting here that the scene with Winnie, it wasn't Winnie, was that not Paddington and the Queen?
That was Paddington and the Queen, yes.
Paddington and the Queen, yeah.
Fluffernutters, certainly not. A salad with tropical M&Ms on top. No.
No.
I didn't even know you could get tropical M&Ms. Oh, and we're not allowed to...
So this was your salad, Nancy.
Not my salad.
Nancy made the salad.
Yeah.
And her husband poo-pooed it. with tropical M&Ms.
Yeah.
Yeah, salads and M&Ms are kind of contradictory, really, isn't it? You know, salad with chocolate.
But there is no, they're tropical. They're the candy ones.
Oh right, I don't know. I've never heard of those.
Oh, I'm surprised you've heard about just about every other bit of candy.
Gosh, if I'd known about those, I could have put them in the stir fry. Oh,
I know you would have.
a missed opportunity.
Although there used to be this where our apartment was, there used to be this
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal pizza shop. It was just
Yeah, it was really good.
takeout pizza, and the gentleman used to disappear off to Italy for a few weeks at a time every year, and it just broke your heart when he
Yeah,
was out
like
the
'cause you
country.
didn't get a pizza.
No, because he closed it down.
But he made pizzas with fruit on them.
He did.
That was probably where I got these ideas from. Like, because there was one he had pears on. Remember?
Yeah,
It was pear and gorgonzola.
and it was a pizzazola.
Yeah.
It was a pizzazola, and this was absolutely phenomenal. So it was a white-based pizza. He made phenomenal pizza dough, and then he had on top of it, I think it actually was cream, believe it or not. And then it was speckled with gorgonzola cheese and thinly sliced pears,
Probably fresh as well.
probably
Not
fresh,
from the tin.
not from the tin. And then he it was heated, it was bubbling when it came out of the, and in fact the best thing was to do, because this place was it was about 5 minutes from the apartment, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean it was like
it was far too
Just
handy.
a walk up the hill.
Yeah,
and
but the best thing to do was to get it as soon as you paid for it, flip the box and get it out while it was still toasty hot, and
Yeah.
eat it on the way home,
Yeah. And then there was the other one he did
which was the peach
one.
one with ham.
with ham. You know, and then you're sort of getting into shades of marmalade and bacon there. You know, I mean, there's a theme to all this.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
be so excited about your marmalade and bacon that
Right.
I'd eat it on the way home.
Yeah, and do you remember there was that lovely deli next
Yeah.
door to it? What was that called again?
Peckham and Rye.
Peckham and Rye. That's right. Very expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You daren't go in there until you got paid. You know, because it was expensive.
It was like Whole Foodsy sort of thing, and so that's what we used to spend our weekends waiting, our weeks waiting for at the weekend, was a pizzazola, and then this other pizza which was also a white-based pizza, and it had cubed ham on it, and it had very thinly sliced peaches and cream, and it sounds disgusting, but it was
Yeah, it was
absolutely
amazing,
phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
And this man was we couldn't really get the actual recipe out of him because, well, he spoke Italian and we didn't.
Well, no, but he was a bit difficult. He was,
He was very difficult.
yeah, he was from Glasgow, but he was very Italian in nature. But he,
Was it not Sardinian?
I can't remember, but he was difficult. Yeah,
He was
remember?
a touch. It was quite scary.
He was actually kind of, and all his staff were scared of him. I mean, like,
Yeah,
they were,
yeah.
and he was quite a young guy.
He was.
Yeah, I mean,
And he used to say to you, "No, you want to have this." And I went, "Yes, of course I want to have that. That sounds delightful."
yeah, you didn't argue with
No,
him.
no. And
And if ever it was off, which it never was, you wouldn't have dared to take
No,
it
no, no,
back
no, no.
and say, "Listen,
No,
there's something wrong
no.
with this pizza."
And you knew if you went in and you ordered your pizzazola and he redirected you, it was because he'd run out of peaches, pears. And he wasn't going to admit that he'd run out of anything. So you would get onto, "You try this tonight," and you're like, "Okay, I hate pepperoni,
Yeah, I
but it'll
could've
be
just
lovely."
said, "I've got a tin of pears down at the apartment. I could lend to you."
Yeah, that would have gone down really well. But that was something, and then he closed. Do you remember that? He just totally closed and disappeared.
Did that close down?
Yeah, it did.
No, that was heartbreaking. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
what, do you not remember that upset?
I think I've been trying to shut it out.
Traumatized. Yeah, and then he closed and he shut up shop and he disappeared and nobody knew where he went. Which
Someone said he was like the suit Nazi on Seinfeld.
yes, yeah. So
The other one I remember from Seinfeld was the Dominicans, like who they brought up from, who they were supposed to be Cubans, but they were Dominicans, and they were going to roll cigars, but there was some problem with that, but they ended up then rolling, what do you call those?
Cigarillos.
No, it was in a restaurant where what do you roll up? Like wraps?
Tortillas.
Like tortillas or something, and he rolled them so tight they were squirting people in the eye, you know. That was a good one. Yeah.
Excellent. I recently discovered English toasting bread at our local Hannaford. Makes wonderful toast. I wonder what that is.
Gosh, apparently you can buy marmalade and bacon together at Amish stores.
Can you stay in sequence?
Yeah.
You stop jumping.
I'm not doing the question, I'm just doing the comments.
Ah, pff. So, with all our visits, there is a lady in one of the nursing homes who does slip Carlina is a $10 bill when she leaves. What happened on Saturday at the veterans event? Yes, we were actually given a donation, which was totally and utterly unexpected, and very much appreciated. So. So we came home with a donation there, and a really lovely little girl, she gave us $10 and asked us if we would buy a hay bale for the donkeys. So we did that for her. So yes, sometimes we do, but it's very rare. We have actually, there was one occasion when we went to do a hospice job, and somebody gave us a donation, but we don't go expecting nor asking. It's just something that all of a sudden happens. And in fact, I was speaking with somebody this morning who said, you know, I think that there's a way I can do this. They're making a donation and then their work matches the donation, and that's, you know, very much appreciated as well. And she actually said, she's a lovely person, and I speak with her on a regular basis. She has one of our horses, and we compare notes and we have a chat about progress, etc. And she actually said that there's a lot of companies now and employers who have started a scheme whereby if somebody makes a donation, their employer will actually match that donation up to a certain amount of money, and it goes towards obviously Goldy's or Equine Rescue Network. So that was something that I wasn't 100% aware of, although I probably should have been, but I wasn't. Does your company do that?
Yep, they do. They do, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. What do you want me to... have I done something wrong?
Well, so you should give me money.
But then I have to... That's my money, darling, and your money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And we still have to give the money, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Ah.
Uh-huh.
And then the company will match it.
Ah. But you still got to spend money. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying...
What do you mean I still have to spend the money?
Well, I have to take out my pay packet money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Good idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but I was kind of feeling like we did quite a lot already. Yeah?
Yes, I suppose we do.
Yeah. There's all the things I probably don't charge back and that I end up paying for, and all the gas and all the bits and pieces. Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And all the things that Janine tells me that you've never given her receipts for, which means you never got the money back. So, yeah.
Moving on swiftly, let's keep going. There we go. Who vaccinated? I have no idea. The dogs are out running around doing evening chores with Janine.
It's actually an interesting idea, that whole angle, though, with the matching, is to, because one of the things you want to try and do, I guess, is get it out there that you're one of the charities they could donate to on
Yes.
that program, so that more people would do it, and there you get more matching.
Well,
you know.
this lady actually said to me, would it be okay if I did this? And I said, of course it is. It was very much appreciated, and you know, we're very grateful. And before, and just as I'd sent that text to say, yes, thank you very much, she'd found our EIN number, the form for her work, and had filled it in and done it. Because some people are far faster on a computer than me. It's embarrassing, but hey, yeah. This week's weather is a total and utter roller coaster. Yeah, it's going to be a bit exciting, actually. Oh, and we need to bring things in that you don't want to get snowed upon, and close that box that's on the deck.
I've done that already.
Did you? And there's boxes down outside the garage, drawers. You need to maybe bring in.
Yeah, I don't really care about those.
I do.
No.
Gosh,
Put them away then.
I don't put them outside, but I will put them away. Honestly. Oh, thank you, Fugan. I think Fugan took that link over. See, there's Fugan. Fugan's my technological advisor. That's great. Thank you. Yes, it was announced that the mule was safe because we've committed to trying and to raise that money to actually have her removed. She will cost us the money that Janine had is attempting to reach is the bail money for the mule from the kill pen. When they're in the kill pen, it's a set fee. There's absolutely no bidding or or talking the money down. So it's a set fee to actually bail them out, and then we'll have to have her picked up by somebody else because, as you've probably noticed, we're not actually in Pennsylvania at the moment, and we'll have to get somebody to go and pick her up and hold on to her until we get there to bring her up. So that's why. So we have detailed our interest in the mule, and by hook or by crook, we're hoping to get there to get her up. Yes, you will see the horse's arrival because the horse is going into the back stall. So you'll see the trailer coming down the driveway.
But we'll probably film it.
That's Nick coming out to film it then. Well, it's either that or you're going to handle the horse. Which would you prefer?
I don't know. I haven't met the horse yet. I might like the horse.
It's massive.
No, you can do it. I'm a bit scared of horses, to be honest. Like, they're a bit unpredictable. Like those two I'm doing in
Meredith?
on Meredith at the moment, those rescue horses, the ones that are in quarantine. Like, whenever I take the food out, they both go like a bit doolally and start like horsing around, so to speak, and start bucking and jumping and like getting all playful and everything, and like they're doing it near you, and it's quite scary. Yeah. And I'm kind of like muttering and swearing under my breath at them.
Oh, excellent.
And like trying to get them out of the way, like so I can make it up to this big round stone that we put the feed on top of, and it's a little scary, particularly in the dark, you know.
I know. Very much in the dark, and the
Two
ice.
horses, ice, snow, a bowl of hot mash, and bad eyesight. It's not a good combination.
No.
You know?
And when I went to do those horses this afternoon, I fed them, and that male, the gelding standardbred, is not allowing the mare to eat.
Yeah, I think that one's the problem one. Yeah, that's why we had to bring the other one over here. Yeah.
No, it was the two mares that weren't getting on.
All right. So which one are you talking about now?
The gelding. So the one in the red jacket is the problem.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
He's very food aggressive.
Well,
Always
it's just to change the hierarchy, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So but they still both end up at the stone eating it. They're just prior to eat. They're kind of like
They're a bit unpredictable.
They posture a bit, and then they sort of accept that they're both going to have to eat it. Yeah.
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 I mean,
Well, so the funny thing
I
is,
think it's better to do it outside than inside.
I did it inside this afternoon because it was so windy. So the funny thing is, when the standardbred came in, he was very depressed and very docile, and took a lot of encouragement. Now that he's feeling much better a month later, because he was the one that came in Christmas Eve, now that he's feeling much better, he's he's throwing his weight around a little bit, which is quite often what you see. So that's why we're always keen to do this decompression process, because you don't really see true nature when they've been through the auction cycle. They've either been in quarantine somewhere, then they've been back on a trailer. You don't get the true character of any of these animals until they've decompressed, and they don't all decompress at the same time. So
Yeah, well, they're probably used to being in a position where many of them are fighting for food, you know, and
no. So I actually spoke to you'll love this one. So I actually spoke to somebody who previously owned this standard bred, and I've been giving him regular videos and updates as to what's going on with him, and I keep saying to him, you know, he's really lovely, he's very affectionate. And I said, he's full of personality, and, you know, he follows me around the paddock, and, you know, he's always there. I said, it's nice. And he said, well, that's really odd. He said, because when he was with us, he said, he was an absolutely horrible horse. And he said, and they didn't like anybody other than me. I was like, oh, no, he's not like that at all. So maybe he's reverting to form. Excellent. Well done, us.
I think there's a few things squeaking.
Oh, that's Janine squeaking. It's her knees. No, it's actually the water tap outside. It squeaks on and it squeaks off. Yes, it's Paddington Bear. I love Paddington Bear. So, the Paddington Bear thing that you're talking about with the Queen, there was a commercial, but there was also during the London Olympics, there was, no, did she not, was it a commercial or was it during the Olympics?
I thought it was in the movie, no?
Was it in the movie? I can't remember.
I think there was or was it her Jubilee or something like that?
Oh, I can't remember.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
there
But
was
she did
something.
do something.
Yes, with Paddington.
And the Queen had a marmalade sandwich in her purse or something. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that rings a bell. Oh, pizza with chocolate. Okay.
It's not called fondue, no?
Well, you used to get pizza strips that were deep fried, and then you could dip it in chocolate sauce. I wonder if it was something like that. Not that I've ever had anything like that before in my life, but I have. Guava paste. Yeah, I can see that. Black beans. I suppose that's what you have in a southwestern pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, here's your favourite, Hawaiian pizza with ham and pineapple.
I always liked a Hawaiian. That was good. Yeah.
And I just can't stand it at all.
You've eaten it before when
In
really hard
in
pressed.
desperation. In desperation. Yeah, you're confusing us with your Winnie the Pooh and Paddingtons.
I can see the confusion though, because they're kind of similar, you know? They're both kind of like, I don't know, they're similar. I think they're similar.
Yeah, Amish stores also have hand churned butter and lots of very interesting things. And they call us all the English.
Like anybody who's not Amish
Yeah,
is English.
yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's quite funny. Because when you go, because I get awfully confuddled, because when we go to auction and there's a lot of Amish people there, and you see the same people time and time again, and I suppose they get to recognise you because, well, I'm definitely foreign, and so there's one gentleman I always speak to about his horses, and he said to me, "You English?" And I went, "No, I'm Scottish." And he goes, "No, you're English." And I'm like, "No, actually, I'm from Scotland, so I'm technically Scottish." And he's like, Yeah. No, you're English. But they call Americans English as well.
So basically it means you're not Amish.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Maybe he was checking you were Amish because
Well,
he was
but
thinking
they speak Pennsylvania Dutch,
yeah, but
so it's pretty obvious I wasn't Pennsylvania Dutch.
maybe he
And
was checking you weren't Amish.
well, it couldn't be because I'm wearing,
No, darling, but you could have been.
but I wasn't wearing Amish clothes.
I know. Could be an Amish. Right, forget it. I was trying to go
No,
with a story there where
No.
I was trying to pick you up.
oh, I don't think so.
Yeah.
definitely not. Maybe the pizza guy was from the mafia. Well, I'll tell you, he's one of the scariest men I think I've ever had come across. But I will tell you, he made really good pizza. That pizza man,
Oh,
that's scary.
Guy, yeah.
Oh, rolling crepes. Oh, they're nice.
Yeah, that was it. That was the Seinfeld thing. They were rolling the crepes, but because they were used to rolling cigars really tightly, they were rolling the crepes too tight, and then when people picked them up, they were getting squirted in the face.
Oh dear. It's ridiculous. No. Oh, thank you, Kim. Yeah, that's the thing. A pizza puppy, hot dog, rolled in thin slice of pizza. I've never heard of that.
I don't think Noodles would like being rolled in a slice of pizza.
Noodles would love being rolled in a slice of
Probably
pizza.
would,
Don't be
actually.
silly.
He's a bit odd.
Could Noodle visit Mail Call? Yes, he actually could visit Mail Call. The only reason I don't bring him down here is because Carlene's dogs are in here at the moment. But
I was actually thinking of bringing him down tonight, but then I didn't know if the other dogs were going to be here, so I didn't.
Yeah, but once the dogs are over with Carlene, he'll probably come down because he's such a social bunny.
Yeah, so this I like that point you're making there, Dawn, about the vaccination in the animals, because I'm fairly certain I've had a dose of Coggins and of Strangles in the last 2 weeks. Yeah. If I'd been vaccinated, I would have been fine. Yeah.
Do you want to get West Nile while you're at it?
Well, that's the Coggins.
No, it's Triple E.
I thought Coggins was West Nile.
You can just go back in your box.
Telling you, whatever it is, I had Coggins and Strangles at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Jolly good. Well, you carry on with that. Anyway, I think it's entirely up to Carlene what she's vaccinated with. I don't take the flu vaccine because it actually makes me very unwell. So, and Carlene's doctors, she'll be vaccinated against whatever is.
I got vaccinated for shingles this year,
That's very exciting.
and I felt awful. Remember, I felt really awful. I had to cancel meetings and everything. I felt that bad for 24 hours, and then I felt fine.
And have you had shingles since?
I haven't had shingles since. No, I had strangles though. I haven't
Okay.
really had strangles.
No, thank you.
Nobody to catch it from yet.
No. Okay. So it's everybody takes under medical advice vaccines. No, it's Penny is not playing with a toy. Penny is playing with Larky. Could be our knees are squeaking, mind you. So that is us for this evening, and we'll be back tomorrow, which is Wednesday. We'll probably video the horse coming in, which will be 7:45 or thereabouts. And
Actually, that's a good point. I need to go back for that second shingles shot.
in time, are you in the right time frame for that?
Yeah, I think it's like within 90 days or something.
Okay,
I'll have to go back and get one.
okay, that's fine.
Thanks for the reminder, because I'd totally forgotten.
Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow and still going. Thank you very much for joining us.